G'day and welcome back to CS38 Racing, and this is episode 13 of Moto2 Career Mode. We're going down to Aragon, which I'm not really looking forward to. It's not a track that I overly have enjoyed in previous games in the past, but we're just going to have to see what we can do, considering the track is something that we don't really like. Okay, so it's looking like it's going to be pretty sunny and dry sessions, but possibly a mixed conditions race, so a 7-lap race there. See you guys down in qualifying. Okay, so we've made it through to the top qualifying, thankfully, and we're looking to ensure that we can. I'd be happy with the top 10 here. A top 10 would be really great. Just to be able to secure ourselves a position for sort of the top 5 in the race, I'd be happy with. So Aragon is a bit of a tricky track that I've never really gotten used to. It's something that I don't really enjoy. It doesn't suit my riding style. So we'll just have to see if we can make anything out of it here. As we come onto the main straight, sort of a short straight here, going into a pretty much 90-degree left turn. Easy to outbrake yourself here and run a bit wide. That was pretty good. Oh, we've got the gang here on the left-hand side. We've got to make sure to clear them so we don't get any penalties as we have had in previous races throughout the season. Touch wide there, so that's an invalid lap. Okay, so now we're coming back around for a new lap. Let's see if we can keep ourselves within track limits this time round and get ourselves a good lap. Okay, so pretty steady through this first sector. We're currently sitting in 11th, so we've still got some time that we could find. There we go, just a bit twitchy. We're up by 5/10ths of a second there. So 5/100ths of a second, 1,000th being the last one. Oh, a bit deep. But are we able to keep it flowing enough that we can maintain some good speed through these? The Marc Marquez corner. There we go, we've managed to hold. Okay, yes, we're still ahead at this stage. Tricky breaking into this one. It's going to drag it out wide. We are just wide. That's another invalid lap. Which, unfortunately, is quite drastically affecting our positioning at the moment. As we need to get in a clean lap, because a clean lap could ensure that we're in the top 10. Well, at least that's the aim here anyway. Back down into the last corner. We're just trying to ease the throttle through here. We've got 1.4 laps to go with petrol, so we've got to make sure that we make this lap count. So easing through that first corner, making sure not to pull a wheelie or anything too much coming out of turn 1. Turn 2, oh, we're wide again. That's another invalid lap. Let's return to pit. See if we can still get ourselves some time here. Put on a new set of softs. Just to ensure, or maybe a new rear anyway. Just to ensure that we have a little bit of extra grip in these closing stages of the qualifying session. So we had a little bit of a front end twitch there. And this allows us to come back on the straight. Okay, let's see what we can do here. We're currently sitting at 18th. We need a time. Into that first corner, nicely hit the apex there. Try and feather the throttle through here to keep the corner speed up. The same here, just keeping it consistent as we can. Easing into corner here, into this chicane corkscrew section, reverse corkscrew, really, into the Marquez corner, turn 10. We've got a little bit of a marker up in the distance here that can keep us focused on what we're wanting to do. We're 3/10ths up at this stage in the second sector, or third sector, is it? Third sector? Okay, we've managed to hit the apex there. We have not run wide, so we're keeping ourselves, ooh, a bit of a twitch on the rear. That's okay. Looking like we can make some consistent lap here at least. We're a little bit deep there than I would prefer, but we're still up just on the current lap time, which Vietti holds a 152.562. Can we go faster than that? It's a possibility, but can we ensure that we manage to secure a place at least in the top 5? Here we go, we come across the line. We have gone faster, we've done a 152.378. That I'm kind of astonished with. I'm astonished with that purely because it's Aragon, and I don't really like Aragon all that much. So let's see if we can make any improvement on this next lap. You can see that Alcoba's in front of us there. We're only a tenth off our previous time, or 1.26 off the time. Got a pretty good run out of there, but I don't think we're really gaining any time here. We've made a good, strong line through the reverse corkscrew. We've still got Alcoba there as a marker. We can possibly use him for some slipstream. We've got a lot better edge grip and mid-corner pace there over Alcoba, but doesn't matter because we've just run wide and that invalidates the lap, which I reckon could pretty much round off this qualifying session. Okay. So there's our teammate Sasaki, who's currently sitting in 17th. Run a bit wide there, but that's okay. I think we've pretty much gained all that we could gain so far. Let's just hope that we can hold on to this pole position, because that would be a remarkable at this stage and would really help us gain points in the championship to put ourselves back in the fight for the top spot in the championship. Go. Have we got much fuel? We've got enough fuel, yep. But we are 3/10 down at this stage, so I don't think we're going to get anything out of this lap. Okay. Front tyre's getting pretty hot on that right-hand side. Just test out the long lap penalty there, just in case we have to do it in the race, and because I don't think we're going to be going any faster at this stage. So let's just see how the rest of this qualifying session plays out. Oh, that was a bit tight, gone to the outside there. But that rounds it out, and we do manage to hold pole, astonishingly. It's exactly what we were looking to do. Excellent. Okay, so we're down here for the race. We got to choose our tyres now for the race and see what we can do. It's saying it's going to rain, so I'm thinking I'm going to go with the soft and see if we can run with it at the start, and then manage towards the end of the race. So that's what we're going to go with. Starting on pole, astonishingly, couldn't really believe that we did get pole, but we did. And we're off. So Canet's got a little bit of a jump there on us. We're able to pull it back into turn 1. We're going to take a sweeping line across, close the door on the rest of the field. And we've successfully managed to negotiate turn 1 and turn 2. Okay, so Vietti is settled into 2nd, Roberts is 3rd, Canet is 4th, Garcia 5th, Aldeguer is 6th. So we do know that Aldeguer is going to be sort of our main rival here throughout the season. So now we've just got to see if we can keep ourselves ahead of Aldeguer and keep gaining points each race that we can. So down into the reverse corkscrew. At the moment we've got 30 points in our objectives of beating Arbolino. Arbolino sits in 8th. Currently 1.7, already ahead of the pack in this one, which is a little bit surprising, but we do know that the AI do come back strong towards the end of the race. So we are going to have to ensure that we have enough pace to just hold, even hold onto a podium or something here would be good. I don't have any conviction that we're going to be able to hold on for a win. But hey, you've got to go for it while you're there, while you have the pace. Across the line with 154.749. Currently about 2 seconds ahead of Celestino Vietti, which is rather surprising, but still, we've just got to keep pushing at this stage because the forecast says that rain will come, so we just got to keep us at the head. Oh, there's a crash in Sector 1. Who's gone down? I think it's a rain, or someone involved with the rain ass anyway. This is a tricky corner. This is one of the corners I don't really like. It kind of lulls you to go wide, or wanting to come in tight, but then you come in wide and it's hard to break at the same time. Ooh, we've run a little bit off there. Got a little bit distracted and missed my marker. But that's okay. Down into turn 12, still keeping about a 2.2 second gap at this stage of the race. Oh, Roberts has crashed, and I think Canet has also crashed with him. So that's brought Aldeguer back up onto the podium, which isn't ideal for us. We would have preferred to have a few more riders between ourselves and Aldeguer. But if I remember correctly, it's probably Vietti that's actually leading the championship. So it's also good to be in front of Vietti as well, which at this stage is helping us progress in the championship. Continued, we've done a 152.546, so we've gone faster than our first lap. Okay, so we're still holding about a 2.5 gap to Vietti and Aldeguer behind us, which they don't seem to really be engaging in any battles just yet. With 3 laps out of 7 to go, I was thinking we would be battling or maybe even starting to drop back on pace, so this is relatively surprising to see that we do have some strong pace here. The practice session sort of made, well, the AI kind of jump around in the practice session, so it never really gives you a completely accurate view of how accurate your race is or how it's going. Oop, a little bit wide there. see if we pull it back. We do manage to go faster again, 1:52.512. Alonso Lopez has brought out the fastest lap with a 1:52.045. So he might be on the hunt for the positions on the podium or even second from Vietti, depending on how far back he is. But either way, if we just sort of keep holding our pace around this and just sort of staying consistent, there's no reason... Oh, just a little bit wide there. There's no reason that we couldn't maintain this first position at this stage. I'm starting to think it is a possibility, but I'm also at the same time going, well, the AI could catch up pretty quickly. So we just have to see how we go. Right now, the soft tyres are staying remarkably within grip. I mean, in reality, 7 laps is nothing for the soft tyre, but I think it is relative, so the game is adjusting for what the wear would be if this was to be like full race distance. I think, I don't know, I haven't really played full length races with tyre wear on, so I'm not too sure. We're still hovering around that 2.9, which is, we've gained a bit more time again, which is good to know. Okay, we'll just ease into this last corner. Put in our personal best for 1:52.246. So we've still got pace, we've still got considerable pace. It's just maybe we dropped into this race where they're running a bit sooner than our competitors, and that seems to be really benefiting our race here. I did not expect to be with 5 laps in at 3.5 seconds ahead of Aldeguer, who Aldeguer has now overtaken Vietti and also Lopez as well. I did not notice that. So Vietti is down in 4th, Garcia's in 5th, and our main rival Tony Arbolino is in 6th. So that is getting us some good points haul, which we do need because we did have the disaster of Austria and we haven't had the greatest run so far in the last few races. So a really good positive result is really what we need in the championship here. Oh, very wide there. We don't want that to be something that's too much of a detriment to us there. So we didn't get a warning, so we obviously lost a sufficient amount of time. Just clearly mucked up our braking into that corner and caused a bit more chaos than we needed it to. Starting to wonder, as our tyres are starting to wear off, are we going to make a few twitches like that or run a wide a few times, and are the AI going to be straight back onto our tails? Because we know that Aldeguer, particularly in game and probably relatively within real life as well, is really good at conserving tyres and coming back towards the end of the race. Probably the master of that at the moment in the 2024 season for Moto2 is Aigura and Sergio Garcia. They seem to be the strongest at absolutely maintaining their tyres. So it seems that the Boscoscuro chassis has something very, very special that it gets to offer to the paddock, which is good because we don't want to see too much dominance from one manufacturer, which in the case of manufacturers in Moto2 we're talking the chassis, and the chassis being Kalex have been dominant for a long time, so it's good to see that there's going to be a bit more diversity with, I think, a few more teams adding Boscoscuros as their chassis next year. So that will be good to see if it livens up the racing as well, because I think Moto2, if in all honesty, with the tyre changes over this year, has been one of the most interesting seasons of Moto2 that I've seen in a long time. There's sort of 2 stages to the race. There's the first stage and there's the ending stage, and that ending stage definitely brings a bit of a show with it, because you've got the conservers, the ones that have played the long con, so to speak, and are willing to attack in the last sort of 4 to 5 laps. Creates for an amazing show and spectacle. So we have lost a little bit of time here. We're 1.7 ahead of Aldeguer, so I think you could cue the Jaws music here, because they are hunting us down at quite a fast rate of knots, and our last lap was our slowest by a long shot, the 152.879. We were faster than that even on our... Oh no, we weren't. Well, with starting, you could probably say take about 2 seconds out of that lap due to starting, but Alonso Lopez is still holding the fastest lap record, but it's the last lap, so all we have to do now is hold on. There's no other bells and whistles or tricks or anything that we can do. We just have to ride as cleanly as possible and try and defend our position as best as possible, and ensure that we don't leave ourselves open to attack, particularly towards the end of the race here. So the tyres are getting a little bit twitchy. We have a little bit of a mono there, so starting to feel it a bit more. Oop, there's been a crash in some sector. Who crashed? That might have been Aldeguer. I think it was Aldeguer, because Aldeguer would have been behind us. It is. So that puts Avellino up into 3rd, which loses us a little more points on our objective, but we're still finishing ahead. We're 2.5 seconds, so it was definitely Aldeguer that has crashed at this stage. Oh, we're starting to get a few spits of rain, so the rain did come just later than expected. Which is good for us, because if we can make it to the line and secure a dry race, it's a dry race win that I wasn't expecting. I wouldn't have ever expected to win in Aragon. But hey, stranger things do happen. So let's just hold as well as we can here. Nice and easy. And we're going to cross the line with a comfortable win there. Okay, so we managed to get the win, an unexpected win. Absolutely astonishing, because I did not expect to get a win here. We did our fastest lap was a 152.246, so we were slower than the top group, but I think we made our break at the start and were able to manage the gaps quite well. Alonso Lopez did the fastest lap with a 152.012, and that puts us back to the top of the championship with only 11 points in hand over Vietti and 22 points over Avellino, and Aldeguer is 47 behind now, so a few mistakes from him there as well. So that does us an excellent job for the championship. It keeps us right up there in the fight. We are still currently 5th overall in the team's championship, which is okay. That's what we need to be doing.
We're back from Park
but if you guys enjoyed that one, give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you don't miss a single episode here on the channel. Sorry, this one got up a little bit late. There was a few impacting factors, but either way, it was a brilliant win here from us, and really hope you're enjoying the content that we're bringing out on the show. We've recently hit 150 subscribers, so that's quite exciting as well, which is really good to know. So yes, if you do enjoy these, give it a big thumbs up, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Okay, so next time out we're going to be going to Misano, one of my favorite tracks on the calendar, and we're currently leading the championship 11 points ahead. So we've got a little bit of a buffer. Hopefully we can continue in the way that we have. What's Vietti saying? Demonstrated his own worth at Aragon. I've already talked with the team and we're aiming at making up for it at Misano. As you would be. Okay, so that pretty much does it for this one, guys. We're going to see you next time out in Misano. Stay safe, have fun. See you on the next one. Bye for now.